I wanted to give a big shout out and congrats to my broskies Antonio Bryce and Kanan White on their comic book brand passing $50,000 in sales on Indiegogo. You can check out their campaign on ikaripress.com. Woo, woo, woo.
What's going on, everybody? It's Antonio from Ikari Press. We're on the Indiegogo, $64,309. Santana Baby Triple Cover Pack is, of course, still ongoing. If you want it, head on over to Indiegogo or just type in ikaripress.com. It'll take you right there. Link, of course, is in the description. All right, so just got through watching Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1. It was fantastic. It really set up a lot of storytelling for the upcoming final season. There was a lot of information that they put out there. It seems like they didn't have but it looked like they tried to throw everybody in there. I didn't see Brienne, but they had no Gilly. But there was a lot of things that just happened. You see Theon saving Yara. You got they're down in King's Landing with Cersei and Euron Greyjoy. You see what's happening with Brendan Stark, and it was. I was really, really impressed with everything that they did with the episode. I thought, John and Danny, I love their relationship. I love it, but I'm also nervous now because now John knows who he really is. He knows the truth. And there were other little things that they did in there that I really I know they can't put it all in one episode, but like, okay, so you see at the very opening shot when all of the Unsullied are in Dothraki, they're all marching into Winterfell, and so it kind of is a throwback to the very first episode of Game of Thrones where Arya is a little kid and she's rushing out because she's dying to see King Robert and the whole royal procession come in. So she's running. So they have the same thing. There's a little kid and he's trying to, he wants to see, the king come, and he wants to, check him out. He wants to see Dany and maybe see her dragons, all that kind of thing. So he's running. There's so many people standing outside and he's running. Blah, blah. And I mean, it's almost the same shot almost. He even climbed, getting climbed up in the tree. But then they go back to Arya because, she hasn't seen Jon. She hadn't seen Jon in a while. And, it was, I don't know. It was interesting. Her and Jon have been separated. And he hadn't seen her since she left for King's Landing, and she was a little girl, and he's riding on the horse, and she's so excited to see him, but then she's like, "Oh no, I can't say anything," so she lets him ride on by, and then they keep going, and then you see Gregor Clegane. And she obviously has a relationship with Gregor Clegane as well. And she's, or is that Sandor? The Hound. Because I keep forgetting, there's two good Clegane brothers. I guess Sandor is the Mountain and Gregor is the Hound, I think, but I'm sure you guys will correct. But either way, the Hound. She sees the Hound riding up, and then she sees him, and you see her eyes, and she's wanting to say something. So they don't even know. They just ride right past her. They don't even know she's there. And so she's like, I guess she's in the mindset of, well, I'll just let them go and get settled in, and then I'll make my rounds and go talk to him. because when she goes and actually sees the hound, that was one of the great moments. The only thing I was a little sad though when she went and talked to the hound, she's like, you know, he's like, I heard you were here, you know, and all this kind of thing, and she was like, yeah, and then he was like, you left me to die, and she's like, yeah, and I robbed you too, and he's like, you always were a cold bitch. I guess that's why you're still alive, you know. And and I thought that moment, you know, because you could tell that they respected each other and everything. But I don't know, maybe that's just me being a sap. But I wanted her to give him a hug, like she gave John a hug. I wanted her to give, because you know she took him. You know, if you've been watching Game of Thrones, she took him off her list. So you know, that's significant. The fact that Arya took the Hound off her list, she cares about him now, and he cares about her whether he admits it or not. I wish she had hugged him. That's the only critique. I was like, man, give him a hug, man. Um, Also, it seems like they're setting up Arya to be with what Gendry, I guess. Although she still got that tomboy flavor going, but I see she's got Gendry making a special weapon for her. But yeah, it looks like her and Gendry. If although now here's the thing, the producers even said this within the first three episodes, there's gonna be a lot of people getting killed, like right off the rip. They're gonna be killing a bunch, and I've seen some pools online of who you think's gonna die. A lot of people think Tyrion's gonna die. Um, I don't know. I feel like they should let Tyrion get all the way through, but I can see Varys dying. Um, I know the Red Witch is supposed to come back. I didn't see her in this episode. There's um there's a lot of stuff going on. Bran, Bran actually got to see Jamie right there at the end, but Bran just looks so cold now. There's a look in his eyes. You know, he's definitely not a kid anymore. And that's one of the things. I was like, there's a grown ass man standing there in that chair. And I was like, he just he looks like, his big Adam's apple and everything. I was like, he definitely is not a boy. But I mean, there has been time that has passed since the first season and everything. Obviously, he's gonna have a little growth spurt because I think I'm trying to remember the actor. I think he's 19, almost 20 now. So yeah, that's a grown ass man. But I just the Sansa stuff. Now that was the thing. They let Tyrion and Sansa talk, and I I don't know. I was curious about that. I had actually hoped that Sansa and the Hound would have a scene. I'm sure they'll probably have one because she respected the Hound as well, because if you remember, she was about to get assaulted and everything. Them dudes was they was ripping her clothes and all that, and the Hound, saved her. So whether even though he worked for Joffrey, she respected the fact that he saved her life and everything. So I kind of wanted them, but there was just so much. The episode it was actually less than an hour, because like the first 2 or 3 minutes, they was still showing promo. HBO was milking they're milking the hell out of these episodes because they're throwing all their little trailers and every damn thing. And everyone's like, hey, we got this show coming up. Hey, we got this show going. So they want to make sure that you are, if they lose you after Game of Thrones, they want to make sure they got something else for you to watch. But yeah, I wish I did not see the Hound and Sansa have their little reunion yet, but I hope so, because like I said, they don't have the same relationship as the Hound and Arya, but they're at least cool, I think. And I wanted to see that, but yeah, like I said, Arya and Gendry, I'm looking at that. There's a lot of people that are gonna die because the producer said that. So I'm like, yeah, they about to, because they need to trim the cast down, because and just so we only have a few stories going into the final episodes, and there's only what 7 episodes this season. So there's a lot of people, but that's the thing. I was wondering because the episode, again, it was only like 55, 56 minutes at the most. It wasn't even a full hour. And I was like, damn, give me like an hour, 15 minutes. It's not, it, you know, throw some filler in there because you guys aren't coming back. So I'm not going to bitch if you guys run the episode a little longer. And HBO was cool with it too. So I don't know. It looked great. Again, really liked Danny and John's arc. I liked them riding the dragons. Definitely liked when Jorah met Sam. You know, he brought Danny to see Sam, and you know he was telling Danny about how Sam helped save his life when he was at the Citadel. I just you know the whole part about Danny admitting that she had to kill his father and his brother because they refused to bend the knee. Seemed like Sam, even Sam was upset. Especially he wasn't so upset that his father got kids, but when she mentioned he liked his brother, and then she mentioned that the brother passed on too, and he seemed to feel a certain type of way about that. He was very emotional. But then there's also a little hint that I got that maybe he's a little upset at her. I mean, he obviously would not say so, but he seems like if she wasn't running things, he wouldn't have a problem with it. I kind of got that from when he went and told John the truth. Like, she's not supposed to be the queen. You're supposed to be the king. He's telling him, it's like she has no right to the throne. You do. And I'm gonna watch the episode again. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Just a masterful episode. Hopefully, you guys saw it as well and you enjoyed it, or you didn't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. And if you guys want to reach out to me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and right here on this YouTube channel. Everywhere is at Ikari Press. And if you type in IkariPress.com, it will take you directly to my Indiegogo campaign for my comic book series brand with the phenomenal Kanan White. We're on Teespring. We're on Amazon.com. The links to those are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm out.